Welcome back, everybody, to the Explore Mode series. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I have a little bit of a different camera today. The other one just keeps glitching out, so I'm not gonna use that one. I have to use this new one, so I look a little bit different. Maybe I look a little bit better. That's up to you, I suppose. But we're back with the Explore Mode series today. As you can see, we have 75 Platinum medals, but we have 114 that we need. If we look at the map, there's two areas that are kind of lacking, and it's Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, and then of course you have the whole Indian area here with Bangladesh and Bhutan, and the Middle East as well. We still need Jordan, Israel, Lebanon, and Oman. So I was thinking, do I want to do Dominican Republic because it's we only have two countries left, that and Greenland in North America, so we could basically almost finish North America. But I think it's good to go down to Southeast Asia, and to me, these are some really difficult countries, which is why I've kind of been putting them off. India, of course, is difficult for a variety of different reasons. I forgot even about Sri Lanka here. Bangladesh, it's very hard to read the language over here, so that's going to be very troublesome to me. Indonesia is just massive, and I feel like I need to learn more metas for Indonesia. Cambodia is same thing as Bangladesh. Can be very hard to read, a lot of rural roads. Cambodia might be the toughest. It actually might be the toughest. So I think what we can do manageably is Malaysia, which I don't think is going to be super hard, but it's definitely not going to be easy either. I have not played this map yet, so I really don't know if it's going to be difficult, if it's going to be easy. But as you guys know, the goal is to get this 25,000 score in this country. Let's get in there. All right, here we go. Round number one here. We start off on a pretty good intersection, so I'm very hyped about that. Now, we do have Generation 4. Now, Generation 4 was previously only found on the peninsula part of Malaysia here. So this area right here. The music's a little bit too loud, isn't it? The music seems a little bit too loud. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so now recently, within the past couple months, there has been more coverage released to the Borneo Island part of Malaysia, and it's Gen 4, which is really cool. So yeah, that's always good to see. Hopefully we do get some of those rounds in this game. That would be really cool to see, but we just gotta find a good sign. Looks like you might have found one here, which is really nice. Are we just gonna be in the capital city of Kuala Lumpur here somewhere? It is very possible. And what am I looking at here? I don't, we have Johor here, right? Does that mean we're in Johor? Because I feel I know that's down here. That's way down here, right? That's way down here. I feel like we have to be somewhere down here. Does that make sense? We have... I'm not sure what these mean. What do these Jolan mean? I need to do maybe a little bit more scanning here. Maybe it's probably somewhere within the city, and we'll just have to figure this out. Ended up finding it right here at this intersection, and the reason why I found that is because of Masai, which is kind of a large area near Johor. So we were able to find that with a 5K. It took me a little bit of scanning. I'm not familiar with the road signs here in Malaysia, so it's not something that like is very intuitive actually. So I had to do some good old investigative work. Luckily, it didn't take too long. Actually, didn't take too long. Can't read that. That's unfortunate. It looks like we are kind of on, I think we found a decently sized road right here. It's just a matter of, can we figure out what city that we're in relatively quickly? And the answer is hopefully. The answer is hopefully. We do have what, see, it's so hard to read this stuff. You have to really like know your stuff, because I can't read that, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to find different information. When you're in Gen 3, does that mean we're going to be more on Borneo Island? I don't know. Maybe. It's not out of the question, I would say. It looks like there are plenty of signs, too. Really, it's making me go down the dirt path. I don't want to go down the dirt path. We got to find something. Okay, this is an interesting round because this is actually Generation 4 on Borneo Island, which I didn't think we were going to get, to be honest. But here we are in round 2, and I kind of realized that because I found some Sabah poles, which for some reason I don't see anymore. But yeah, I also saw the word Kota Kinabalu just now. So we should be somewhere in this city, which is good. It's somewhat large of a city, though, unfortunately. So what does that mean? What does that... I was also searching for another word that I thought was the city for the longest time. It was not. So that's really unfortunate. Unless I'm trying to find it right now. Maybe it's like a little small area of the city, but I just don't see it. I think I'm gonna have to figure out what road I'm on currently, which I think shouldn't be that difficult, and then we'll pinpoint. Okay, I believe I managed to find it. I think we're right here right now, guys. I think I managed to find it. We have Lorong, Pokak, Soraya 5B. And we started right here, and there were dead ends going the other ways, right? That's a 5K. Beautiful. Love to see it. We're on to the next round. That did take a while, but once we figured out what city that we're in, it was actually quite easy. And we have our next round here. As I say, Kellington. Isn't that an area? Yeah, it's up north here. It's this area here. And I apologize to all my Malaysians here if my pronunciation is bad. It probably is quite bad, to be honest with you. This is a really lucky sign to have here. What does that say? Something bang. Musang, maybe? What does that say? It's really hard to... It might say Musang or something. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Maybe it's Machang here. I wish I could... Yeah, I can't get a better look at that, which is really unfortunate. Cannot get a better look at that. But at least we have a good old region that we can scan for. Once we find a better sign, potentially, we should be able to get this one pretty easily, I think. So it's just... Are there road signs, though? I don't know if I saw any road signs. So that could be an issue. But we're going to have to find some sort of main road here, I think, is our best bet. I think I have where we are, but it is super duper confusing. Let me just line up the road here. And no, it actually does not add up, interestingly enough, which means where are we? We're somewhere in this mess. It's really hard to see the roads here, guys. On my monitor, for some reason, it's really hard to see. But we came from this is the main road that we are kind of in the city of Kota Baru, but we're on the outskirts, so it was kind of hard to find. But we found like the proper area, and now we need to just find like the little dead end that we're at. It's actually easier to see the roads from zoomed out like this, which is odd, to say the least. I guess it's a little odd. Yeah, I might have to like retrace my steps, honestly. I might have to retrace my steps. It might be the only option. Okay, so it looks like I retraced my steps. It looks like we're like here right now, which is super odd to me because there's supposed to be a road on the map here, but there's clearly not. So I guess it's supposed to go like behind their house or something. I really don't get this. Also, there's a road that's kind of like right here that goes off that way, and I guess that's this thing, which does cut through pretty close to these houses, so that does actually make sense. The thing is, where did we actually start? That's the thing, because it looks like we started maybe like here, and if you line it up like with the house, the edge of the house here, seems like we're here. This is a really strange pinpoint. We did end up pinpointing the 2 meters. That was a very strange pinpoint. And I guess we're on to the next round. I'm going to change the map here to balance because I think that might be better. We'll see. It looks like it's better. I don't know. We'll have to see once we zoom in. Obviously, we're not going for time here. Okay, we're not going for time. What is that flag? I know Malaysian like provincial flags are actually quite a good clue for GeoGuessr, but I have not learned them. Wait, is that another Sabah pole? Looks like we have another Sabah pole here, which is interesting. So are we in Tawau Baptist Church? Well, that's a pretty big city. So are we going to be over here? Hopefully. Where's the Baptist Church? Will it just appear on the map for me? It's not going to be that easy, is it? It's not going to be that easy. Well, at least we have a really good sign immediately. Like we know where we are already. We know the city we're in already, which is really good. And we have some Generation 4 here, which is crazy to see. And it's awesome to see, to be fair. Looks like this is a main road here. It would appear to be, kind of. It's not a tiny road, you know. We have some sort of quarry that way, which is intriguing to me. What is that quarry doing? Is that going to be on the map? See, I don't know what's going to be on the map, what's not. We have Taman Gemalang, and I could try to find that. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I found it. Tawau Baptist Church. Interesting. Okay, so this is actually a pretty easy round. Let's see. Where do we start though? We went to the east. Wait, did we go to the east? Wait, where did we? I'm confused. Where did we start? Wait, did we go? Oh, we went this way. Okay, so we went south of where we started, and that's the church, right? That is the church. Yes, that's the church. So that means we started over here somewhere. Let's go back to the beginning. Yeah, this is definitely not that difficult of a round. We should be right about there. Does that make sense? Well, not really. Actually, no. We started here. Oof, that could have been bad, guys. That could have been bad. I forgot. I didn't realize this was an intersection. But it definitely is. We should be there. That would have been game ending. That was an easy round. We'll take it. Round 5 now. Nice. All right. Let's do this thing. What do we have here? Do we have any information on this sign? I don't think so, actually. I don't think so. This is the last round of the day. This looks like a round we already had. This looks like we're about back up in Kota Baru or something. I don't know. We'll see. This might be Kuala Lumpur, actually. It does look like a pretty big city. You know, it's really not obvious, though. It's really not obvious a lot of the times when you're in Malaysia. At least to me. At least from a foreigner's perspective. Someone who's never been to Malaysia before. Yeah, it doesn't seem that obvious sometimes. What is this telling me? Don't know what that's telling me there. If that's anything at all. It may not be. We do have a road sign here that could actually be quite helpful. It's not really that helpful. That might be helpful later on. But right now, I'm trying to find a city and then a region of a city. So hopefully one of these signs. The good thing about Malaysia is that there are so many signs. Like you never have a shortage of signs in Malaysia, which is a very good thing. It's a very good thing. And this looks like a decent sign right here. Let's take a look. We have the E11. That's the first road that we found today, at least that I could read. Puchong, Shah Alam, and Kapong. Okay. Shah Alam is here. Puchong is here. We're heading to the east. That's interesting, actually. Kapong. Where is Kapong at? That's kind of the key. I think it's maybe is it smaller or is it bigger? I don't see Kapong. But I think we're in Klang right now or something like that. I think we're somewhere around Klang probably. Right? It might be farther. It might be farther away. Well, is it farther away? It might be, because it might be going. It should be closer. It should be closer than Shah Alam. It really should. Puchong. I'm not seeing it though, and maybe you guys are probably screaming like I'm blind because it's somewhere on the map right now, but I don't see it. I really don't see it. Kapong. Anyways, we're gonna have to find maybe the E11. That probably isn't gonna be a good idea. I don't see it actually. I thought it was gonna be maybe the 2 or something. I don't see the E11 here. That's the E5. You might have to just kind of trace this back. Surely it goes through Shah Alam, but I don't see it. Where's the E11? Okay, I believe I finally found where I am, which is ridiculously stupid. The E11 very strangely turns into the 29 right here. I guess it still was the E11, but I ended up finding the 3215, which kind of was the key to success. It's a very small row, so it took me a while to find. We weren't even near Shah Alam, so that was a bait. Don't like that. I haven't actually figured out where I am on this row. I have to go back to the beginning here. And it looks like we have... Do we have a road sign here? We're going to need a road sign here, if this is going to be easy for us. Lori, see? I don't think that's a road sign. Okay, well... This... I thought was going to be easy. Ended up being slightly difficult. We're going to have to just line up the road, I guess, guys. Have to line up road, I guess. Look into the northwest. We see that. How far did we travel? We were definitely on this road, but the road angle does not add up. Uh-oh. The road angle does not add up. So now I think, how far did I even travel? How far did I even? Surely we have to be somewhere in this area. How far did I try? Unless we're on this road. This road makes sense. Does it? The road angle still does not really add up very well. Ah, man. This is tough. Oh my god, I finally found it. Okay, Bilal Bistro is there. Yeah, this is apparently called Jalan Putra Permai 1. I don't see that. I didn't see that anywhere. Curves off. Yeah, curves off. Where did we start exactly? We started kind of like here. Jeez, man. The 5K in Kuala Lumpur is not for the weak, truly. You cannot be... Look how big... This is one of the biggest cities in the world. You know? And the signs are just not that good, in my opinion. Like, there are plenty of signs, but they're just not that useful. I don't know. Nothing is logical in the signs, but at least I can read them and I can make some sense of them. But again, we're just on the outskirts of a city, which is so difficult, but we did it. We got a perfect score in Malaysia. Let's take a look. There is the 25K. 49 minutes and 8 seconds. We had I will say, we had a pretty diverse seed. Maybe it would be better if one of these Sabo rounds was in Sarawak. Then it would be like almost perfect. We would have explored almost the entire country. But even still, this was a pretty good seed. 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 2 minutes, 16 minutes. You know, we could have had a good run if round 5 was actually good. Round 5 was tough. Round 3 also tough. Basically, if it's on the outskirts of a big city, I'm screwed. Like, it's just that simple. Johor, I got a little bit lucky, I guess. Because I knew we were in Johor really quickly. And I was able to find Masad, which helped me narrow down it very quickly. These other two cities I was not able to narrow down. So I was just like searching for the road in this entire mess, you know? It was tough, man. It was tough. But hey, I can't complain. 49, under 50 minutes. Not too bad. Let's see how it looks now. First of all, there it is. Your best score, 25,000. Let's go look at the map. Malaysia. Nice and blue. Guess that was our 76, excuse me, platinum medal. Let me know if you're from Malaysia. Let me know if you've been to Malaysia. Let me know if I went by your house. And of course, leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next episode.